everybody, welcome. It's Elira Kozawa here, and today I know I did stream already, and I had just gotten off my conference call, but then I had gotten a very interesting comment on my YouTube channel to check out something that had just happened. So I thought I'd share that with you guys now. So as you can see, we have 3 Vtubers just clowning around. So if you don't recognize this one on the left, this is Vox. This one in the middle is Elira Pendora, and then this one on the right is EK Eveland. So so we're like, oh, this is weird. Like, why is this trending? This is very strange. Well, it turns out that Nijisanji had made some carefully planned posts. So we'll just let Doki explain it. Here is a quick clip. Let's take a look.
Despite everything that has happened, I was very sad to find out a personal document that was only shown between 3 different parties had to be leaked out.
That's not good.
Because it was a document I made for my lawyer.
Oh, wow.
And it was a document that was not supposed to be shown anywhere else but to me and my lawyer, and to the lawyers on the other side. And we were promised it was not to be shown anywhere else. So the fact that and this was a document that was made that was supposed to help me figure out what was going on between me and my lawyer, and to see if things that were happening was actually happening. And then we showed it to the lawyers just to see if like they can figure out if what was going on was actually happening. And we were promised it was never going to be shown anywhere else. So the fact that this has happened really messes me up. Because I have said that I felt a very lack of trust for a while.
Yep.
And I'm just left speechless.
Wow.
That my trust has been broken again.
Yep.
Regarding what I thought was kept private.
Oh, gross. That's so sad. Okay, so it looks like a personal document has been leaked. So here is a post from Doki as well. It says, I will say that it never was supposed to be shown to anyone other than me, my lawyer, and other relevant lawyers. That's fair. It was a private document with my own personal information and was used as a legal document to help my lawyer and my document and document my thoughts, and was never supposed to be released anywhere else to any other parties outside of the legal department. Yeah, because like Nijisanji is like a corporation, right? It makes me wonder if my medical and hospital records were also released without my consent, as that was also promised to me to be kept private. Oh my gosh. Okay, so a lot of bad takes from Nijisanji. They're sharing a lot of stuff. So this is let's see here. This is a leak of some of the Discord messages from Nijisanji as well. And then this user says the only screenshots we got through that Nijisanji in live. So yeah, we have it's okay. So this is okay. So essentially, this message was released, and Doki had to finish her stream earlier than anticipated because of this statement that was released. So it's about 15 minutes long, and it has, as you can imagine, these 3 VTubers, these that from the Nijisanji EN branch. So let's take a listen and see what exactly happened. And it just says a message from Nijisanji EN. Okay, let's go. Oh, okay.
Excuse contract termination. Pandora.
Okay, so let's go. Playback speed 1.5. Okay, let's go.
Hi, this is Elira Pendora. Thank you for taking the time to listen to us today. Fox and Ike are also present here with me, and we would like to take some time to address the events surrounding Selen Tatsuki's contract termination.
It's surprising that they're the ones who are talking about it, and not like a statement from actual Nijisanji itself. Like, why would they take the livers? Why would they make the livers do this statement? It's a little bit, especially if there's like legal jargon going along. It just kind of makes no sense that they're making these three do it. But okay, let's see. Unless they were mentioned in the document, which maybe could be the reason why they're here. But let's take a look.
Hi, everyone.
To preface,
You can already tell, like, they're already like very serious. They're like, okay, hello. They're not like, hi. So you're like, uh-oh, something's gonna happen. Let's go.
we have discussed with Any Color staff and our legal team about what we are able to say. However, due to how sensitive the situation is, please do keep in mind that there are limits to what we're able to share.
Okay.
Both we, the livers, and the company have been affected deeply and are taking the situation very seriously.
Uh-huh.
Everything that will be discussed has been approved by our lawyers or is based solely on our personal experiences.
Okay.
Before anything is discussed, there is something very important that we, Nijisanji EN, feels need to be made very clear.
Uh-huh.
All of us do not condone harassment of any kind to any of the parties involved.
Okay.
After discussion with the members of Nijisanji EN as a collective, I volunteered for my channel to be used for this stream.
Oh,
Additionally,
interesting.
We've been told that there will also be a video releasing regarding the situation from Tasumi-san directly a few hours following the stream. What we say on this stream is our own words and our own feelings.
Our own words and our own feelings that have been filtered by lawyers.
I would like to first apologize if my silence on the matter has caused any worry. Over the past month,
It was a little bit weird.
staff received documents from Selen's lawyer containing examples of her claimed experiences under Any Color.
Of her claimed experiences. Okay. I mean, people just don't go to lawyers and make documents for no reason, but okay.
These documents in question included personal information of some livers, and when it was sent to us, we learned that there was a potential that this information could be made public. Some of the information
Okay, I mean, Doki doesn't want to make it public. She was mad that it was even shared, so I doubt that she's the one who would make it public, but okay.
imposes a risk to our personal safety and puts some of us at risk.
And safety. Safety is always a concern, right? Like that's the fallback for everyone. It's like safety, the safety, the safety. It's just like, oh my god. Okay, let's continue.
Of doxing. Notably, one section of this document alludes to where Millie and I live. However,
It alludes to where you live, but it doesn't say like this is the address where you live.
there are
I live in Canada. Oh no! Like, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, odd, but okay.
also harmful claims Selen made in the document about some livers' personal information that we believe are simply untrue.
Some claims she made that we believe is simply untrue. It's a interesting way to put it. Okay.
I felt threatened and scared of speaking out about the situation because of the risk that it could pose to not just my own safety, but the safety of those around me as well.
Okay, so she's scared about talking about it, but why?
I'm very sad that this is how everything had to turn out, and I deeply apologize to all the fans who have been affected through this time. When Selen had posted the tweet about her cover being privated, several EN members reached out to Selen, and we expressed our concerns.
Okay.
We were genuinely concerned, and we wanted to understand the situation, as we were all in the dark about it. Once she notified all of us regarding her hospitalization,
Oof.
we immediately reached out to her, each other, and her manager to confirm her safety.
Oh.
Her manager also immediately reached out to her and her emergency contact, and kept us updated throughout the entire situation as well.
Okay.
It's been a very tough time for a lot of us.
Uh-huh.
I'm honestly not sure what else to say, but thank you again for everything, for waiting, and thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No,
You're
no
right.
worries.
Yeah, it has been a really, really tough time, and it's had an effect.
It's interesting that they're the ones who are affected, but you know, like they're not the ones who like, you know, ended up in hospital. So it's just it kind of gives me guilt vibes. I'm a little confused. Let's keep going.
I've noticed it's had an effect on everyone. It's had an effect on me too. So I'm joining the stream to talk about my experiences with Selen, to lend some of what I know to help you all understand the context of this a little bit better.
Okay.
I know that a lot of you watching are going to have your own views and opinions on the situation, and
Of course, we have to make our own views and opinions because you're not giving us anything.
so all I would like to ask is that you can take the information that I'm going to present at face value if you can. So
Okay.
this recent situation began when Selen claimed on Twitter that her most recent song cover had been made private by staff,
Right.
and she gave no context or reasoning as to why.
Right.
In actuality, she had been asked to send the
Oh, okay. In this video, this is where they do the the proof, the your private messages, Selen.
Of her music video to her manager in advance of the release date, so it could be checked for content, etc., which is something that all livers agree to do. Her manager communicated with her about this very clearly, but...
This is interesting. Since this video contains ex-livers, it would cause more time for me to get confirmation, but the audio is okay. Why is this released before you got confirmation, Selen? This video has been selected to private until I get confirmation. There's also a chance you might need to adjust it before setting it public again. Before you post anything to explain, please confirm with me. And then, sounds like a crappy manager, but okay.
She released the cover without giving management time to check it, and as a result, it needed to be made private. It was going to be made public again once the checks had cleared. Management absolutely intended to let her release the cover.
This is just so weird that the livers are like, hey, here's the proof. Like, so bizarre. Like, that didn't need to come from these three, but okay.
They'd made sure that it was okay to release. It's very important.
Like, none of your freaking business. This is more of like a management thing. Like, it has nothing to do with these three, but they're just like, hey, choo-choo, let's ride the clout train.
To establish this pattern of events had happened before on multiple occasions, including her Fall Guys tournament in August of 2020.
This is also very weird that it's like all black. Like, they're not like putting their... I guess they're trying to like set the tone of like how serious of a video this is, but it's just also like odd. Just odd.
A voice pack in May of the same year and an outfit contest also in May.
Many violations of being an ass.
In each of these situations, Selen would be working on one of the projects I mentioned. She'd be given clear communication about confirming certain aspects with staff, as all other livers receive and comply with. And each time, she would refuse to cooperate. And when staff would react...
It's just... Like, imagine your coworkers just, like, talking smack about you. This is just, like, she refused to cooperate. It's just, like... I don't think she's, like, one of these, like, bad dudes people. It's just, like, I don't know. Sometimes, like, I feel like Japanese companies can be particularly rigid. And... I mean, that's just my assumption. Thanks for following, Senpai!
Act appropriately, she would make public statements that would hurt any color's reputation, and as these situations kept occurring, myself and other livers felt very upset and anxious. We felt that these statements harmed all of us as a group. Excuse me. So, it's this context that I hope explains why myself and some other livers decided to approach Selen and ask about her handling of the latest situation, which was her cover being made private. So some livers, myself included, asked Selen why...
So instead of being like, hey, buddy, I know you're in hospital. Are you okay? Just be like, hey, why was it made private?
She tweeted about the cover in the way that she did, expressing that we felt it was unnecessary and harmful. According to Selen's lawyer, it's this event that they claim to be a build-up of, and what they claim to be a build-up of past experiences that led to accusations made by Selen that she was bullied and harassed.
I mean, I kind of get the feeling that you were kind of being a little harassy there.
As you can imagine, this is incredibly serious, and I want to state that throughout my friendship with Selen, I did my best to support her in private and talk to her about any problems she might have been having whenever I had the chance. Having thoroughly reviewed the documents sent to Anycolor by her lawyer, and based on what I know personally and have been told by Selen as her friend, myself and other members vehemently believe these claims to be completely untrue.
So why would she make this up, though? Why would you make up, and why would you take an attempt on your life if it's all fake?
I feel very confident in saying that the way I and other livers communicated with Selen about this incident was fair and reasonable, especially considering our built-up anxiety over this repeating pattern of behavior.
I had built-up anxiety over her repeated pattern of behavior. That is such a weird statement. Like, it's like, you guys are like co-workers, right? Like, what does that have to do? Like her, what she's doing has nothing to do with what you're doing. Unless, like, you're all, like, getting whipped about it or something. It makes no sense. Okay.
In my opinion, I do not think that it was a form of harassment.
In my opinion, I don't think it was a form of harassment. In my opinion, I didn't. Your Honor, in my opinion, I did not murder this guy. So he's not dead anymore. I was like, oh, you're free to go, please. Yeah. She obviously felt that this was harassment, which is why all of this came to a buildup. Like, it's just so weird. And, like, if everything was done over text, sometimes, tone can't be conveyed properly in text either. We have no idea. Like, it just seems like these guys are just really trying to do a lot of damage control here. But okay, let's continue.
Also, in the document given to Anycolor by Selen's lawyer, it stated that Selen had secretly recorded me in a private voice call without my knowledge or consent.
But you guys are friends. What's the big deal? Unless you're saying something terrible, in which case... maybe she was recording you to protect herself, which in Canada, you're allowed to do.
I have absolutely zero memory of what I might have specifically said in that recording.
I have zero memory, but the recording certainly remembers what you said.
But we know it was on the topic of the tweet that I had made around the time of AR Live's cancellation last year. From what I know, based on this document, Selen had wanted to use this as proof of staff showing favoritism for some members over others, as at the time I wasn't reprimanded by staff having made that tweet.
Okay, so that makes complete sense. I would have also used that as a thing, just like, well, he did something and he didn't get in trouble, so and I do the same thing and I'm getting in shit. I would be pissed too. Yeah.
I followed this issue up with my managers, and I was told that they didn't reach out because they didn't want to cause further controversy at the time. However, I've been asked to delete other tweets on multiple occasions when I've accidentally broken a rule. In these cases, we're politely informed that when we should avoid tweeting something, we apologize, delete it, and move on.
I will say this, in Japanese work culture, definitely men can get away with a lot more than women can. So it's just like the manager's like, oh, I don't want to bother you. It's okay. You know what I mean? And then for Selen, they're just like raking her over the coals. This is insane.
The real issue here, however, is that someone I trusted and considered a friend not only recorded me in secret, but also that these recordings were held without my knowledge for almost an entire year.
Okay, you're mad that she recorded you, but did you say something bad? It's kind of like, maybe things like this don't go unprompted, right? Usually this happens because like if you're being a D-bag, you know, she's like, I gotta record this for like posterity because like this is just, it's just too much. You know what I mean? Like I just like, if I had a phone call with my friend and it was being recorded, I wouldn't give a crap, because they're like, hey, you're my friend. Hey, we're talking about like chicken nuggets or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not anything super serious or super like I'm out to injure you or harm you. Like, who cares? So, you know what I mean? Like, my streams are recorded all the time. And as someone who streams a lot and people pick and clip, you know, like, you should be used to having that. Like, you know what I mean? It's just an odd, like, if he thought that, I guess he thought it's like, oh, under the privacy of our conversation, I could be an asshole to you. Like, it just seems weird. What a weird take.
The fact that this was held throughout our friendship is really upsetting to me.
It's like, this is upsetting to me because I thought we had a friendship. It's just like, I mean, it's just, this is more of like a coworker situation, but okay.
Until now, I'd always looked up to Selen as my senpai, and I felt really lucky to be her friend. Having to talk about this now and seeing how this has played out is, again, heartbreaking.
Is it because you may have done something wrong?
Selena told me privately about her disagreements with staff and her managers, and I had done my best to support her and to help her make what I thought were the right choices, even when she talked about wanting to graduate. For context, leaving Nijisanji is always an option for livers. If she...
I hate that. It's just like, if you don't like it, just leave. Just graduate. Like, who cares? Like, it's like, you did not work this hard to get into this company just to give it up. You know what I mean? So it's just like, oh, graduating is always an option. I just don't know why I shouldn't graduate. It's just like, that's not really fair. That's not really a fair thing to say.
Had wanted to graduate beforehand, she was given very many chances to do so amicably. And on multiple occasions, Selen had told her she planned on graduating, but would then go back on this shortly after.
She went back on her word. Ugh, gross. Graduating's a big deal. Essentially, you're killing off your character. Like, it's a big decision to make. For her to change her mind, it's like, none of your business, dude. Ridiculous.
For example, she told me that she would be graduating on the day we hosted the Prison Cup, but as you know, this didn't happen. She
said she was graduating, but it didn't happen on this day. Okay, well, that's her choice. That has nothing to do with you, dude.
So, after being warned by staff due to her repeated rule breakages in May of last year, told other livers...
She's such a rule breaker, man. She's such a badass. Where's her leather jacket? Jeez, where's her Harley Davidson? My God. Doki is a bad gal.
That she was being terminated at that time, when, like I said, she had just been warned, nothing else. Because I trusted her so much, and I listened to her narrative of half-thought untruths about her relationship...
I listened to her narratives of untruths.
...with any color.
Wow.
This caused me so much anger on her behalf that I had considered graduating with her in solidarity.
I considered graduating with her in solidarity. Wow. Okay.
Seriously. And I now know that my intense feelings at the time came from omitted context and falsehoods. And that, once again, is heartbreaking.
So she was tricking him under false pretenses.
I'm incredibly happy.
Do you think that maybe he got sweet-talked by the corporation? I don't know.
With my job, and even in the face of times as hard as these, I really wouldn't want it any other way. So regardless of how
he comes off as such a douche canoe. Oh my God.
Now feel about Selen having been my friend and having hurt me and my fellow livers in this way.
She hurt me and my fellow livers in this way. by submitting lawyer documents to the corporation, which you weren't even supposed to see. Like, she did not mean to do any of this. Like, man, Nijisanji is just so crap. They're so shit. Like, wow, this is terrible. Even this sucks. I'm recording it because I know they're probably going to take it down, but it's just, this is so dumb. Okay.
Attempt on her life will never ever be something to be taken lightly.
I agree. That is the whole point. That's the whole crux of this entire thing.
I recall the moment when I and other livers found out about what had happened, and we prayed for her safety then, and we still do.
I found out, and I prayed for her safety. Okay, that's just... If you were such good friends, you should have been at the hospital. You should have been at her bedside. You guys are besties. I'll just pray for your safety from afar while I just continue streaming. That doesn't sound like a bestie to me.
Regardless of the outcome of the situation, I genuinely want nothing more than for Selen to grow and to be in a safe place where she can look after her health, insofar as me and the rest of Ian can heal in our own way too.
I want her to be in a safe place, and I also want to heal. Wow, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, poor me. It's like, you're not even involved, dude. And if you are involved, maybe just be like, oopsie, I goofed. I totally goofed. That was not appropriate. Like, but like, I feel like this just accountability is just whoosh out the window. Absolutely ridiculous.
For those of you watching this stream, please leave her be. Harassment of any kind is vicious.
Why would we harass Doki? If anything, we would harass you guys. Not that harassment is okay. Obviously, don't harass anybody. This is, PSA from Lydia Nekozawa. Don't harass people. But we're just trying to get to the bottom of what the truth is. And it just seems kind of a little bit more like everything I hear is just being like, Doki sounds a little bit more correct. But anyways, let's keep going. There's still some time in this video. Maybe something will definitely change my mind.
And it's insane, and it has no place in this community. That's all I need to say. Thank you.
It's insane, has no place in this community.
Before we round things off, I also had something that I wanted to say. It's going to be a little bit on the shorter side.
Okay.
By the way, hi, I'm Mike. First off, I just wanted to say, preface this with, sorry if I have a hard time finding the proper words for anything.
How can you not have the proper words? It's been sorted out by lawyers.
A little bit all over the place right now. Excuse me for a second.
Oh, he's taking a break, guys. He's taking a breathing break.
For a very long time, I considered Selen as a good friend within Nijisanji Ian, be it on stream or off stream. We always managed to get on really well. So that's why it was so shocking for me to learn that Any Color had received these documents from Selen's lawyer.
Why is that shocking to you? Why is it shocking to you? Guys, if I had a coworker who was having a crappy time and they went off on a stress leave and tried to hurt themselves, and then I'm still at the company and I know that the company just got some legal documents, I wouldn't be like, this is so hurtful to the company. I would be like, whatever, eat it. I would still be just doing my job and be like, well, this ship's going down. Oh, well. And I can be like, psst, hey, they got documents. Psst, you want to go for coffee? We could chat about it. That's what a friend does. Not like, oh, how dare you? How dare your lawyers submit documentations? This is so ridiculous.
Learning about what was contained within these documents was, to me personally, incredibly saddening.
Why do you have access to these documents is my question. These documents should not have seen the light of day other than the legal department. This is the whole point with Nijisanji. This is it's the trust is completely broken, and I completely agree with Doki. Everything that she's tried to do, it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad.
Knowing that the things said within the document were coming from the very same person that I call my friend was hurtful and disappointing in a way I really don't know how to describe.
Did you hurt your friend? Did you say something that drove your friend over the edge? If that's yes, then you have no one to blame but yourself. This, why, okay, consider this. Please consider this. Why would anyone try to go to a lawyer, to pay a lawyer, to air your grievances just for funsies. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. You go to the lawyer if you are driven and you're like, this has got to stop. I am sick of this. This is ridiculous. Like you are like, you don't just waltz into a lawyer's office and be like, oh, I'm gonna file a lawsuit today. This is like, I don't get where they're just like, how did this happen? It's just like, what did you guys do? Like newsflash, like this just, you have to, like, there has to be something there. People don't just make stuff up.
Not only because of it made me now re-examine our entire friendship, but primarily because the document contains some information that we believe is incorrect, that could be harmful for us, and it's just private information that is very terrifying to have being.
What is this information that you're so scared about it being released? What is it? It's so interesting.
You know, shown before you like that. Right now,
I have a feeling, like, from what it's, we're close to the end of the video, but I have a feeling that, like, they probably thought that Doki was going to leak the document herself, like the entire thing. And then they're like, okay, well, now that we all know what's in the document, it's probably in the frickin' lunchroom. Everyone's just yucking through it. But like, it just like, so it sounds like they're like, I don't know. It just seems like they're trying to brace themselves for something that hasn't really happened. There's not going to happen. Like, it's kind of odd. It's like they're coming at it like, guys, this is just our safety is at risk. And you're just like, what is it? Like, I mean, what happened? Like, it doesn't, you know, it's like, we all know about the document. It's like, no, we don't know all about the document. It's just all confusing. Let's keep going.
we're all very stressed. But in spite of this, I feel like the public deserves to, at the very least, be aware of the existence of these documents, as well as of some of its contents, for the sake of transparency and honesty.
You didn't tell us anything.
We understand that the past week of radio silence has been really difficult for all of you.
Yeah.
Please rest assured that we've been working very, very hard to try and understand what it is that we can and cannot say about this.
Okay.
But we wanted to make sure that what we shared was as much as we were able to share. Within Nijisanji EN, everyone always makes an effort to make sure that anyone who wants to be included in something has the opportunity to do so, whether that be online or offline.
Okay.
And all of us will continue to do our utmost to provide a safe and fun environment for fans to enjoy together.
Are you sure about that?
And lastly, to round this off, I want to reiterate, please do not spread hate to anyone involved in any way, shape, or form, or anyone in general, honestly. Yeah.
I just don't understand why they volunteered to be the firing squad on this. It makes no sense.
Ask that in these times you allow us to continue our activities without asking us for any additional information about the situation.
Don't talk to us except only to give us money.
At this point, it's an issue for the lawyers.
It's always been an issue for the lawyers. Why are you even here?
We ask that you do not pressure any of us to discuss the matter beyond this point. Please
This entire statement is so stupid.
reach out to any color for contact regarding anything else.
You could have just said that, because this whole, like, I don't know, flaccid dick maneuver, it makes no sense to me.
And I think that's everything for me. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you, everybody, for your time.
Thank you.
Okay, that is the end of it. Okay, so essentially a whole lot of nada. What was that video even about? Like, it drove me crazy. It absolutely drove me crazy. So long story short, I completely understand this tweet now. Yeah, a bunch of clowns, absolute bunch of clowns. So let's take a read at what some of these people are saying. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of comments. I feel bad for everyone at Nijisanji EN, because why isn't management making this announcement and it's making them do it? This is so bad. They're literally pushing their responsibilities onto the talent. The WTF? Yeah, absolutely, 100% agree with that. And then let's see here. This is the best one. Good work, my slaves. That's the best comment. You're getting a heart react. That's hilarious. Let's see here. They could have said no, but they didn't. I think it's worse than you think. This is I believe this to be true, because why would they volunteer unless they were specifically named in this particular legal document? It just seems very sus. We don't know for sure. We don't know for sure because nobody's seen it other than, I mean, every every employee, probably even the janitor at Nijisanji. She's like, "Ooh, what's this?" This is insane. It sucks. I feel bad for Doki, especially because she's like if Canadian law is very, very specific on privacy, and I guess this is where the lines blur a bit, because you're dealing with a Japanese company and a Canadian, but however, I mean, that's no excuse. Nijisanji should still have been professional, and they should have, not dox this information out to each and every liver. But it's kind of weird. It's all kind of weird. I don't fully understand because we don't have all the information, but from what I can gather, with the limited information that we have, it seems like Nijisanji is a very toxic workplace, and maybe you have some shitty work buddies. So anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below, what did you think of this new information involving Vox, Elira, and Ike? Let me know in the comments. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Give me a like and a share. Likes are very important for my channel. It gives my tiny channel exposure. And I need your help to defeat Clown Nose. So like my stuff. If you want to watch me on Twitch, I stream every day on twitch.tv/Lydia Vtuber. Thank you all so much for joining me today. And I will see you again next time. Love you. Mwah. Bye-bye. So much for watching the video. Shout out to my patrons that help make these videos possible. If you want to help support the channel, you can always join me at Patreon, subscribe to me on Twitch, or become a member on YouTube. I also have links to merch in the description below. As always, I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!